Hi guys, how are you doing? Punarvas Jayakumar here. So guys, I'm sure you would have all heard the news of uh, you know Veranda Learning acquiring JK Shah. So I just got the news and I just extracted a couple of documents online, and I thought I'll just do a very quick analysis for the purely for knowledge purposes. So let's go ahead and do it, shall we? Let me just share the screen. Okay. So I hope you can see me. All right, guys. So before we go into the thing, let me just tell you about the holding company. I just analyzed the structure now. I just checked out online and understood the structure. So basically, there's this investment company called Kalpati Investments Private Limited. It's a very famous company in Chennai. They are into investment banking and other things. So Kalpati Investments Private Limited, has had 100% subsidiary called Andromeda Edutech Private Limited. This was incorporated in the year 2018. And this Andromeda Edutech Private Limited. Now, Kalpati Investment is basically completely into investment, real estate, and many other things. They have project finance, etc. They're huge, and they're also producers of various movies. They actually fund movies as well. So they have funded a couple of movies of Rajnikant as well. So they are huge. So if you see their website, my dear friends, you will. I mean, I'll just show you later. So you will just be baffled as to the entire, website how it is. You can check out Kalpati Investments. You can check out on your own. Anyway, coming back. So as you can see, Andromeda Edutech Private Limited, they started in 2018 with the objective of, what do you say, entering into the edtech space, because in 2018 all the other edtech companies also were slowly going towards education. There were many medtech companies, medical technology. Now similarly, many companies for chartered accountancy, IAS, IPS, all these things. I mean UPSC basically, and IIT came into force. So these guys also wanted to start something, and in 2020 they converted the company, the name rather. There was a change of name to Veranda Learning Solutions Private Limited in 2020. And in 2021, they converted from a private limited company to a public company. So this is a practical exposure for all inter and final students to see how it works. First is 100% subsidiary, and then it became Veranda Learning Limited. Mind you, there's a public company which is obviously a subsidiary of a private company. That's how it works generally. It was 100%, but then eventually in 2021, when it converted to public company, obviously they would have divested some amount. And then a big thing happened in the year 2021, just after the pandemic. There was a very famous company called Edureka, which was into all these banking exams and other things, other exam training. So Veranda Learning Limited, which became a public company, unlisted public company, acquired Edureka for 245 crore, September 21. I was following this company that time because there were murmurs that this company, Veranda Learning Limited, would go for listing. So of course, the RHP was filed, etc. I went through it that time, and the objective was to basically sell off the shares. Kalpati Investments had to want to sell some shares, and also of course launch it to the public with the main intention of getting money for this deal. They already had purchased, but to sort of recoup that amount, 245 crore. That was the main objective in the SEBI RHP also that we saw. And there was a listing which was like a very, what do you say, soft launch sort of a thing. And definitely the company was listed in April 2022. It became Veranda Learning Solutions Limited. It was listed in April 22. And then that about the same time, you would have heard one of the largest companies for, largest coaching institutions for MBA, that is Time you would have heard. So Time basically is Triumphant Institute of Management Education. So they took over Time for 287 crore. Imagine. So just about that time, sometime in 22, just after the listing, talks are going on before the listing itself. So basically, to fund this 245 and 287 crore, and predominantly this 245 crore, they went into listing, they got that money, and using that money, they bought Time also, Triumphant Institute of Management Education. And my dear friends, if you can see now, basically now the discussion is on Veranda Learning Solutions, the public listed company. So I extracted the MOA of this company, Memorandum of Association, and articles. So you can see initially there is this conversion of private company to public company, and you have this, what do you say, Andromeda conversion of this, the change of name from this private company to Veranda Learning Solutions Private Limited. Initially I showed you already, and then comes the, what do you say, certificate of incorporation of Andromeda, which came in 2018. And you see the objects, if you check that, to provide management services to the education institutions like accounting and all these other things they have given here, finance, human resources, basically everything, to carry on in India or anywhere else in the world, which means even online education, to provide all types of products, curricular, co-curricular, extracurricular activities, including everything, management, advisory, uh, content, pedagogy. Pedagogy means teaching, and organizational product services, including to all educational institutions, colleges, training institutions, teaching establishment, everything is there. Facilities also, to provide all educational institutions some facilities, including supply of uniform and educational material. Imagine everything. And this again was altered along with the name change, etc., with a special resolution, which is as per Companies Act. Then if you see, all forms of educational, tutorial, counseling, or guidance institutions is what they want to do. That is very much part of the deal. Providing books, content, that also they have clearly mentioned in the objects clause. And here, check this out. To enter into any agreements and contracts with Indian or foreign individuals, companies, etc., for the furtherance of these objects. So that is what they are doing, taking over various companies to ensure that there are agreements, in place to take over the various other companies, so to speak, to establish branch offices, again, to invest and to acquire other entities, either directly or indirectly. Either directly or indirectly. Correct? Very clearly, to acquire other entities directly or indirectly. To enter into any partnership or any arrangement for sharing profits, union of interest. Very much part of the MOA there. Very clear it is. Yeah, I think that is enough for us to understand. Acquire is what we have already seen. All that is there. And there, subject to the provisions of Companies Act 2013, to amalgamate with any other company having objects altogether or in part in similar. So of course they have the power in the MOA to do so, and they have done it, my dear friends. So if I come back here to my initial slide, there you go. Because of those provisions in the MOA, which we have learned practically, Veranda Learning Solutions Limited. Imagine first it is Kalpathy Investments Private Limited. Now the subsidiary of Kalpathy Investment, sorry, some fancy shape has come here once again. The subsidiary of Kalpathy is directly now Veranda Learning Solutions, and its 100% subsidiaries are this. Crazy. In the past couple of years, these are the various subsidiaries that it has. Veranda Race Learning Solutions Private Limited, Brain for Race Education Solutions Private Limited, Race Coaching Institute Private Limited, Veranda IAS Learning Solutions Private Limited. So all parts of Edureka, they have split into this, and time it has been split into various companies, and it has on a acquisition spree. And they have one company called Veranda Excel Learning Solutions. Correct? Veranda Excel Learning Solutions. Now, Veranda Excel Learning Solutions, my dear friends, has acquired 76% stake in JK Shah Education Private Limited. So you have Kalpathy, subsidiary is Veranda. This one, Veranda Learning Solutions. Veranda Learning Solutions 100% subsidiary is Veranda Excel, and Veranda Excel has now JK Shah for the timing. And as you know, for public companies, under 2 clause 87, a public company can have how many layers of subsidiaries? Only 2. So the first layer is Veranda Excel Learning Solutions. Second layer is JK Shah Education Private Limited. Under that, nothing can happen now. This is 76% and this is 100% subsidiary. And as you know, the older provisions are all grandfathered. So from now, you cannot have more than that. Is JK Shah Education Private Limited a related party as per 2 clause 78 of Companies Act? No. Right. So this just happened today. Yesterday the news came, today morning it came actually. I just want to analyze this for 337.7 0.5 crores. Let me now take you through the listing agreement as per regulation number 30 of the SEBI listing obligations, LODR. You have to, whatever is acquisition done by a wholly owned subsidiary, you need to report to SEBI. So this I just took it today, right? It was filed yesterday, if I'm not wrong, or a couple of days ago. I've just taken it for your knowledge. Yesterday, my dear friends, 12th October, it was filed, as I told you. So there you go. Pursuant to Regulation 30, I already told you, Veranda Excel Learning Solutions Private Limited, VXL Private Limited, this one. It's a private company. This is a wholly owned subsidiary of what? Veranda, Learning Solutions Limited. We have already seen. So Veranda Learning Solutions, 100% subsidiary is Veranda Excel Learning Solutions Private Limited, VXL. Now VXL has purchased what? JK Shah. Right. So you can see the listing here. The asset size of JK Shah is 11.2 CR. These assets would be your normal fixed assets. But if you see the turnover of our 21-22, it is 94 crore target entity. So the acquisition does not fall under related party transactions because none of the people on JK Shah board were ever related parties to Kalpate Investments. So if you see, this JK Shah's Education Private Limited will come under the Veranda solution, directly or indirectly can acquire. My dear friends, practical knowledge always matters. Check this out. Can acquire directly or indirectly. Directly or indirectly, and also can amalgamate directly or indirectly. So it comes under that. So if you see, what are the objects of VXL? I showed you the Veranda main company. What is the objective of VXL as per the MOA? It's here. Carry on the business of both formal and informal education, both through franchising and cell-phone centers to train students both India and abroad. So the acquisition is the largest in the line of acquisitions of many other things that they have done, as I already showed you. So if you see, time limit. So by 31st October, in the next 15 days, they will pay 267 crores and pick up 63% stake. So all ordinary resolution stuff they can pass. 70 crore by 13% by 31st January 23. Balance based on the 12 months turnover on 31st October 25 is what they say. My dear friends, 76%. Basically, why 76% was all resolutions now, including ordinary and special, would be taken over by Veranda, Excel Private Limited, and then the holding company is Veranda, the listed company. So basically, it controls the show now. 76% because all resolutions under Companies Act can be passed by the holding company now. 337.82 crores is the total cost of acquisition, as we have seen. And in 1984, JK Shah was formed, I think around 40 years ago now, 38, 40 years. And the last 3 years turnover is 19, 20, 89.7 CR, 2021, 80.3 CR, and 21, 22 is 94 CR is the turnover of JK Shah, all their branches and everything put together. So this is one of a interesting case study for us to understand how things work practically. So one thing I can see here is 2 clause 78, that is my related party transactions is not there. And of course, the subsidiary of a subsidiary concept that we have seen, and also how change of the name clause and conversion from private company to public company, all that we have seen in this. Let me get some more details. I just quickly did this, and let me analyze from the tax angle also as to how income tax implications of the same for Kalpati investments, for Veranda learning. I'll do one more case study later, but for that I need some details. Just with this filing, I cannot do much. So let me study the balance sheet of Veranda Excel and of course JK Shah if available. And let me see the tax implications from Veranda Excel Learning Solutions point of view, from JK Shah's point of view, and what it means for Veranda Learning Solutions as a company. Strangely so, despite that, the share price though today is less itself for this Veranda. I was just checking. It has not clearly sort of, let me just check that. It has not increased today. It's running at 344. Hold on. There you go. It's 334. Still, the news has not hit, and the impact has to be seen yet. It's running at 334 rupees. It's still a decrease of 9.45, 2.75%. Let's see how the markets work. This is how it is. A quick analysis, my dear friends. Hope you liked it. Thank you so much. More I will try to analyze once I get more details. Thank you. Cheers. So please comment below, share this video, comment, and your other understanding and any other thing that you want me to do. I'm always here for you. Always there for knowledge, my dear friends. Take care. Bye.